This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Snowhawks of Houston. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Albert Okwuegbunam. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now Stafford's going to move him around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now they'll audible to something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And complete right side to Cook. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like, touchdown!
K.J. Hamler, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Snowhawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first. Well, Stafford going to change it up here. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jackson on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Cook. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up. and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Stafford on 1st down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. A quick throw out to Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now Stafford's going to move him around. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now they'll change things up. Stafford looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. This pass caught by Hamler. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Again, it's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Stafford going to change it up here. On third down, Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A first down carry for Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And now an audible here into something else. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. Back to throw, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Henry. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson will throw again. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Henry up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stopped up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. He's got his and caught down. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Snowhawks have taken a fourth quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now Stafford's going to move him around. Back to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Third and long. It's Stafford. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. Oh, nice move. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold, and finally the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Well, Stafford going to change it up here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Stafford. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Here comes 2nd down.
Stafford now to throw. A quick pass to Cup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
This is 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Now Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now 1st and goal.
Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
That's complete out right to the Tyrone Tremble.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's first down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
He's got Henry, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't. So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Running left, it's Henry. A solid stiff arm. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And all the way down
inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Henry going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Henry again. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's the Rams here that take home the W. And this one